What's up? It's day 3 of NoFap. Boy, did I grind today. Uh, Man, I'm tired, but still, still full of energy. It's Friday night, and listen, I need to update all of you, okay? Because you never know when something's gonna throw a curveball your way. All right, and today I got hit with a curveball. All right, so for those of you who kept up with my old vlogs, JD, I'm looking at you. You know that I went through a bit of grief, and that's why I've transformed into the person I am now, and better for it, you know. But you never know what will happen that'll hit you, send you to be spiraling like just a piece of bad news that's just gonna mess that would have probably messed me up if I didn't have the fortitude that I have now. Um, so that guy that I talked about um, in my my past vlogs, if you want to know. Long story short, a friend of mine went after a girl that I had liked, and um, he said he wanted to talk to me about it, but he never did. He just decided to do that anyway. Um, didn't want to talk to me about it because the only outcome I can think of was he's too scared to he was scared of the answer. He was scared of me saying, "Hey, yeah, I do like her. Just could you back off because you know, I'm interested." So, uh, long story short, no longer. That's the story. And I had already shared a lot of memories with her, a lot of good moments, and I was planning to ask her out eventually, but didn't want to do long distance until she moved here, very close to me, and I was just like, I got a shot, I got a chance, but didn't end up happening because he decided to swoop in, and that's what led me down to a long moment of grief, and then into the man I am now. So, uh, to update everybody, today I found out that they're doing a long distance thing, which freaking good luck. But he is coming here. I live in California, so he's coming to California most likely to see her and then sleep with her. Um, and I got to tell you, that hit me. That hit me. That tugged something in my heart, made me feel really bad, and it kind of put me in this kind of like mini funk. But knowing what I know now, knowing the kind of man that I am now, and that I took my old self and I took my old self in an alley and I shot him in the back of the head is what I did. So I stopped following my feelings. I went outside. I was it was this was during I had a show tonight. Like my show's going on. This is during a show. So we were back. I was backstage, just looking through my phone because we had a lot of time. Saw that he was coming to California. It's to sleep with her probably, and I like I was struck by that. And then I realized that that was the old me. This is the new me, and I know what I got to do. I went outside, and I told that to myself over and over again. I was like, "That's the old me. This is the new me." You stuff your emotions down inside. You talk about it with your bros, but at the end of the day, you stuff it down inside you. You turn that pain into something productive. You remember this pain because when you remember this pain, you remember who you used to be, who you are now. I didn't let that pain define me. I didn't get overwhelmed by it. I didn't let it bother me anymore. And I feel fine. I went outside, took a deep breath, took a few deep breaths. I said, this isn't who I am anymore. That that doesn't define me anymore. That doesn't have any effect on me. I'm stronger now. And I ended up finishing the show. We had a dance party that night. I danced my you know danced it all away. I was just like, I had a great time, and I didn't let that get in my way. because at the end of the day, I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do about it is use it, actually. Use it. It hurt. Good. I'm going to use that pain to be productive, to gain value, to make sure I never make those mistakes ever again. It's part of being a man. Is taking your mistakes, which was me ever trying to pursue a woman like that, and me ever having a friend like that. Like, no, I'm never making those mistakes again. And there's still that emotional attachment. I am going to use that emotional attachment to be productive. And a lot of people out there, a lot of this people in this world, in this day and age, will say that's toxic. You got to let it out. You got to talk it through. No, I'll talk it through with my bros. But they know that if I can get shaken by something like this, I'm not a man. I'm a boy. I'm not going to let this shake me. It's not worth it. There's so much to go. There are better women out there, and there are better friends out there. I'm not going to get caught up on one woman that I had, I made the mistake of sharing an emotional connection with, because she, at the end of the day, wasn't worth it. Because my dream girl wants me. She didn't want me. Therefore, she's not my dream girl. My dream girl is going to love me and respect me. That is who my dream girl is. And I'm going to find her. But in the meantime, I'm going to become the dream guy for her. I'm going to grind. I'm going to get better every day. I'm going to be a man. And then I'll find a woman that's going to be worth my time. Because that woman was not worth my time. And honestly, I genuinely hope, I genuinely hope that they're miserable. Really. I'll just thinking about it in my head, it's like, they're going to be miserable, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm not helping them up, and I'm not going to tell her, and I'm not going to tell him anything, because our mutual friends have already told him she's a bad idea, and he's not going to listen. So I can't wait. I can't wait. But anyway, today, what I did, I woke up, grinded. Today was a workout day. Tomorrow's going to be Saturday, right? Yeah, I have 2 rest days. I need to do a major overhaul of my workout, but I did a way more intense workout than I usually do today. And I think I'm going to stick with that new workout, that more intense workout. But I don't think working out by myself is going to be conducive. I want to work out around other people. It doesn't have to be with people. I want to work out around other people. So I'm thinking of getting a gym membership, but first I got to find a job. Like, the show I'm doing right now, a lot of fun. Put it on my resume. It's great. Doesn't pay me. And I have been doing it for a month, and I've got another month to go. I made that commitment, and I'm going to stick with it. Even if it doesn't pay me, I made that commitment. I'm a man of my word. I will stick with it. But I need to find something that'll tide me over. And signed up for a lot of side hustles, but I am right now, all I did today, after my workout, ate and made some food for myself, I went online and I was just job hunting for hours, just job hunting. And I wanted something just basic. I looked up, waiting and busing, because I want something that will pay me hourly, but also I can work for my tips. Every hour I get tips. I don't care if they're shared. I want it. I want to be able to work for my tips. I want tips. That pays well, especially in a rich neighborhood. So I've been doing a lot of research, been doing a lot of that. Might move into sales maybe somewhere down the line, but for now, I want something that will understand if I have to be gone, and something that will pay me and I can work for the tip. So, yeah, that's that. Then I pretty much went to do the show. The show was a lot of fun. Had a dance party afterwards, and I noticed that I carried myself different. And I think everybody else didn't. They didn't. I think they subconsciously noticed it because I was way more confident, way more confident, um, way more relaxed, and um, it was an interesting effect because my interactions with them were less, like with my cast, especially the females in my cast. I had less interactions with them, but they were more, I guess, they were different. They were very different because I I noticed I got more attention from another girl, and I noticed I got um, she like one girl kept approaching me. It used to be mutually approaching each other just to mess with each other, but like like she was approaching me more. Um, I even made a girl, you know, I made a girl laugh. You know, she gave me the giggle. You're so funny, and that never happened before, so that was interesting. Um, but I just carried myself differently, and I noticed a very significant change from my female friends and some of my male friends too. Like it was very subtle, but I noticed like they wanted to be around me more. So that was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, like I'm. This is my first like I changed everything about myself just a few days ago. This is my first test run with like people, like around people, and it's working like a charm. So I what I want to work on now is just handling rejection. So we're going to a bar tomorrow, and I'm going to be asking for some numbers. I'm going to be asking for some numbers, and I am going to get rejected over and over and over again. And I need to be okay with that because that's part of being a man. It's just you get rejected, so what? Plenty of people out there. Move on, you know. So working on that tomorrow. Um, and I think I'm gonna, I'm just gonna try and chat people up on the street, um, make a fool out of myself, because once you get over all of that, like that social interaction, the fear of social interaction, once you get over that, and like, you don't care what people like, truly, you don't care what people think about you. You're unstoppable, and I want to be that. I want to be unstoppable. So just comes from taking a chance, doing the scary thing, and I'm gonna be trying that. So wish me luck. But ooh, hold on. I gotta look up. JD had a question for me, but JD, yo, same man. Like when it came to relapsing, it was my phone. Like my phone, my computer, my laptop, and my phone. And I think changing the frame how I use it now has been so helpful because I used to try and put all of that away. I used to try and like put my laptop away and get away from it, but you can't get away from it sometimes. Sometimes you can't get away from it. Sometimes I have to use my computer. That's how I get jobs. That's how I get work done. And I have to have my phone because if my agent calls me, I gotta respond fast. So that's what's gonna I sometimes I can't get away from it. So I had to switch the frame of it, and I did. I changed how I looked at my phone and my laptop and my computer. Now I see my computer as my workstation. I don't game. I haven't gamed since I made this change because it's just gonna waste my time. I haven't talked to my gaming buddies in a long time, and you know I love them. I think they're great. I think they're good people, they're not good for me on my journey now. Um, I still want to talk to them and all that stuff. I still want to, you know, I still want to, be their friend. But at the same time, my trajectory in life and my trajectory in life is probably going to take me away from them. And and not to say the friendship's going to end. It's just I'm not going to be around so much. And it's just the way it is, And I've accepted that because I'm going to run into a lot of people in my life. People that I think are going to stick around for the rest of it, and they ain't. So I thought with those people out there, and one of them ended up not having my back, not being a bro. So, yeah, it's you never know. You never know. People show their true colors sometimes, and I'm over it. So you just got to move on. Use that pain. Always remember it. Always remember it, and use it to become a beast. That's the whole goal. Become legendary. That's what I want to be. And I'm not going to stop until I am. I'm going to be relentless. But anyway, JD, your question. While not after when you have those feelings of guilt and clarity, while you have that moment of relapsing, what goes through your mind? What internal dialogue runs through your mind as it is happening? Good question. I have grown up relapsing. I've grown up with a pornography addiction for more than half my life. I started when I was 11. I discovered pornography, and I'm 28. I've been addicted to pornography for more than half my life. That is, my brain can rewire itself, but it is going to take. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time, but it's already on its way. But that's 17 years of being addicted to pornography, and the moment of relapsing, what goes on in my mind, while it's happening, is probably akin to an unearned euphoria. Like, it feels good, but I know deep down I didn't earn this. I didn't earn this feeling. I have no right to have this feeling. And that's what makes me feel guilty. But it is an unearned euphoria in my mind. Like, it feels great. Don't get me wrong. It feels great to relapse. But I know, my head knows. My heart and my body feels great. But my mind and my brain knows this is an unearned euphoria. And that's where the guilt sets in. And then in the clarity and the guilt, that's when it sets in. So from the get-go, I can already, from the get-go, it feels great. From the get-go, it's unearned. It feels great, so I'm going to do it anyway. And then the clarity comes, and it becomes clear that you didn't earn this. You're alone, sitting in bed, sitting in your chair, sitting in the bathroom. You're a loser. And the amount of times I let that guilt crush me instead of being motivated. I needed to suffer all of that. I needed to. And if I ever did it again, I probably still would have that feeling of, you're useless. You didn't earn this. You're going to be single, a loser, this, that, for the rest of your life. Because you're never going to kick this thing. And it ain't true. It ain't true at all. You got to reframe everything in your environment, in your life, So for those of you going through a porn addiction right now, you need to look in a mirror and really just sit with yourself. Look in the mirror and sit with yourself. Because what you see is how it might be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. Are you okay with that? Those moments of self-reflection, so important. So important. Self-reflect. Take some time to self-reflect. You can sit there and think about yourself in the comfort of your bed. You're going to get distracted immediately. Now take some time. Look in a mirror. Take some time. Don't just talk to yourself. Reflect. Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? And then get help. Because you can't do it alone. I didn't change to, like, a few days ago, I didn't change because of me. I mean, sure, I knew something needed to change, but it's up. You have to, if you've got male friends who are well off for themselves, ask them. Ask them for help. You drop that pride. Drop that pride. If you see somebody, and I'm planning on doing this at the gym too, but if you see somebody who's doing well, who is making money, who's getting gains, who is dieting really well, who has a great job or a great business, talk to them. Ask them. Because who knows, maybe they were just like you and me. And then they made the switch. They had somebody who could tell them, this is what you need to do. Because I did. I looked it up on the internet and I found the people that changed me and are still changing me for the better, to be a man instead of a boy, which I refuse to ever be ever again. So do not be afraid to ask for help, because if you think you can crawl out of this on your own, I've tried. 17 years I've tried. You need to get some help. This is an addiction. Look for help. Whether it be in somebody online who got over theirs, or just, somebody you know that's well off. And don't let anybody ever tell you that it's normal. It's not. NoFap is not. Relapsing, pornography, not normal. And last of all, don't be a simp. Don't be a simp. Simple as that. Do not be a simp. There's no girl out there that is worth putting on a pedestal. None. Zero. They're human beings just like you and me. If they convince you that they're the best thing in the world that could ever happen to you, they're delusional. Be a man. Make something of yourself. Build that value while you can. And find somebody worth all of that. But don't put her on a pedestal. No. Remember who you are. Remember why you did it. Good luck, bros. Now, my question. I almost ended it without putting a question in there. My question, what I want to know about everybody here is, I gotta think of one. I want to know if you're single or not. More accurately, if you've ever had any girlfriends and how that went. And so I guess it's story time for me. I've had officially 3 girlfriends. I've had 3 girlfriends. My first girlfriend was in high school. Second girlfriend was also in high school. And then a little bit into college, but then we broke up. And then my third girlfriend lasted 2 weeks. And for all 3 of those relationships, I've been a boy. I did it. First one, I did it because we were talking a lot. And I was physically attracted to her, and we could talk for hours. And it ended very poorly, which is another story for another day. That one's a little bit more personal. Number 2, I grew paranoid because I had been cheated on by number 1, which is something I considered being cheated on by number 1, and I broke that off. And I let that insecurity crush me, and I did not respect her boundaries. And came on too strong, way too strong during the relationship. I put her on a pedestal for sure. Number 3, put her on a pedestal too. And also let my insecurity crush me. I became extremely insecure with number 3. It's why it only lasted 2 weeks. And I didn't trust her. I didn't trust her. Just didn't. I didn't trust her. And I let my mind race about things over and over again. I put her on a pedestal, and I was just like, she's going to cheat on me. She's going to cheat on me. That's not a healthy way to be in a relationship. And for a long time, I had to deal with that. But I think now, given how my perceptive and viewpoint has changed, I think that it's, I can't say in the future that it's going to be a struggle, but it's definitely helped how my viewpoints changed. Because I used to put women on a pedestal all the time, and they're just human beings, like you and me. They're not queens. They're not all 10 out of 10s. They're not always right. And I can get canceled for that, but they're human beings. Treat them like human beings. That's it. Anyway, yeah. So my question for you guys is what's your how many relationships have you been in? And if you're in a relationship now, I want to know. I'm curious. And if you have any questions for me, let me know. Okay, I will answer them to the best of my ability. I'll try to be honest as much as I can. I'm an open book. Ask me, I'll let you know, unless it's too personal. Because I save those stories for when I really know a man or really know a girl. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, day, whenever you're watching this video. It is long, 28 minutes. Sheesh. Who can sit through this? It's supposed to be short, but hey, keep grinding. Don't relapse. Keep grinding, don't relapse. Don't be simp. Because remember, there's no girl worth it. There's no girl that is worth it. Trust me. There's no girl that is worth giving all that time and attention to until you found her. And she is not going to be on your screen. She's not. She's not. Know your worth. And if you don't have worth, make it. That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm working towards. I am making myself worth more. Work. Grind. Make yourself worth it. Because when you do, you're going to see that not every girl is worth you. Especially not one on the screen. That's how I'm fighting pornography right now. And I gotta say, it's working. So, everybody, I'll see you all. Keep on the grind, brothers. Stay focused. Catch you later.